ITV boss Dame Carolyn McCall, 61, has been ordered to give evidence to a parliamentary committee to answer questions from MPs about the broadcaster's safeguarding and complaint handling measures after the now infamous exit of presenter Philip Schofield, 61, from This Morning. After writing a letter to Parliament on Wednesday, in which she revealed ITV had commissioned an external review in the wake of Philip's departure, the chief executive will shortly be present at a session of the Culture, Media and Sport at 10 a.m. today. Philip departed the show following reports of a growing rift between himself and ex-co-host Holly Willoughby, 42, and he stepped down from ITV entirely soon afterwards due to the bombshell revelation that he had an affair with a much younger colleague while still married to his wife Stephanie Lowe. ITV has released a statement saying they were deeply disappointed by Philip's admission of deceit, while Philip has apologized to everyone he lied to, describing his actions as unwise, but not illegal. This lip blog is now closed, read the coverage below. Kyiv Dame Carolyn McCall responds to Caroline Flack's family's claim staff treated like commodities. 11:57 SNP's John Nicholson accuses This Morning of calling their audience tower block Tracy's. 11:45 Martin Frizzell made a mistake over aubergine comment, says Dame Carolyn McCall. 11:22 Dame Carolyn McCall asked if Philip gave runner preferential treatment. 11:06 Dame Carolyn McCall has claimed the vast majority of people at ITV feel looked after. 10:32 Kevin Lago said Philip looked in my eyes and promised rumors were untrue days before statement. 10:29 Dame Carolyn McCall concerned for Philip's welfare after he was hounded. 10:27 Philip Schofield is receiving counselling funded by ITV. 10:23 Dame Carolyn McCall says anyone could have said anything about the affair but didn't. 10:18 Kevin Lago says he asked if Philip Schofield needed to tell him anything before coming out. 10:15 Kyla Mullins says Philip's lover dramatized by intrusion into private life. 10:12 Dame Carolyn McCall spoke about rumors of an affair and the inappropriate imbalance of power. 10:05 Dame Caroline Dinenage gives opening statement. 09:59 3 days ago. 12:09 Hannah McGreevy. Thank you for joining us. This parliamentary committee meeting has now concluded. We hope you found our live updates helpful and thank you for following along. 3 days ago. 12:06 Hannah McGreevy. Dame Carolyn McCall believes she should keep her job. Quizzed on her salary, Dame Carolyn McCall confirmed her base salary is under £1 million a year and said she believed she deserved to keep her job. She has also insisted that today's discussion was about Philip Schofield and Person X despite the chair's statement that it had been about the culture at ITV. Dame Caroline Dinenage said they would be keeping a close eye on ITV, and advised not to make any more jokes about aubergines. 3 days ago. 11:57 Hannah McGreevy. Dame Carolyn McCall responds to Caroline Flack's family's claim staff treated like commodities. Dame Carolyn McCall said they all feel deeply sad over what happened to Caroline Flack. She also said ITV would never intend to treat staff like commodities. Kevin Lago also said the network were still offering her work shortly before her death. Love Island presenter Caroline died by suicide. There have been a total of 4 suicides connected to the show. Asked if ITV is unique in having that many suicides connected to the show, Dame Carolyn McCall listed numerous factors connected to the tragedies and said the situations were complex. She added that ITV takes duty of care on Love Island so seriously and that they go to great lengths to protect participants and staff on the show. 3 days ago. 11:51 Hannah McGreevy. Rebecca Ferguson's claims addressed. Rebecca Ferguson's claims about the poor treatment of contestants on The X Factor have been raised. Kyla Mullins has said there was nothing for us as the broadcaster to investigate because a lot of changes had been carried out after her time on the show. Asked if it was arrogant to dismiss her concerns after speaking to independent contractors and refusing to meet with her, Dame Carolyn McCall hit back at those claims and suggested Rebecca should have met with Fremantle over the concerns. Kyla Mullins said they were not dismissive because things had moved on since then. 3 days ago 11:45 Hannah McGreevy's John Nicholson accuses This Morning of calling their audience Tower Block Tracy's SNP's. John Nicholson has suggested a commonly used term at This Morning is Tower Block Tracy's. Asked if that was how This Morning staff regularly described their audience, Dame Carolyn McCall and the other representatives from ITV present denied knowing about the term. 3 days ago 11:39 Hannah McGreevy questions over whether Philip Slover felt he could speak out. Philip Slover felt investigations that took place made it quite difficult to talk, a close friend of his told the same committee member. A manager apparently asked him, "Is everything okay between you and Philip?" which was a question he felt he couldn't answer with any candor. 3 days ago 11:25 Hannah McGreevy committee member says multiple bullying and toxic claims have been voiced anonymously. One committee member told how he had been in touch with multiple current and former ITV staff members, who told him about their experiences anonymously. One complaint said that an ITV boss regularly shouted at and bullied staff. Another he read out described daytime in particular as completely toxic. The current or ITV employee said, "ITV pretends to investigate bullying but decides there is no bullying. The person who complains is forced to leave, often with an NDA. It's made clear to them they can't return to ITV," the person added. "How come people are so unhappy and yet you keep doing investigations that end up showing there wasn't a problem?" the committee member added. Dame Carolyn McCall addressed this by saying there have been 2 official complaints that have been investigated. She added that ITV take complaints very seriously and said the claims fill me with sorrow because it's the antithesis of what we want. 3 days ago 11:22 Hannah McGreevy Martin Frizzell made a mistake over aubergine comment, says Dame Carolyn McCall. Dame Carolyn McCall has addressed Martin Frizzell's bizarre comment that he doesn't like aubergine after being asked by a journalist if there is a bullying culture at This Morning. She said that it was ill-advised and a mistake, but ultimately not a reflection of their organization. A committee member said that the comments said a lot about the culture at This Morning due to its flippant nature. 3 days ago 11:16 Hannah McGreevy Dame Carolyn McCall asked if she will review position of ITV staff after investigation. Dame Carolyn McCall refused to get into hypotheticals until the investigation is complete. She also refused to talk about the worst she would do about certain individuals depending on the findings. Asked if people could be sacked over a cover-up at ITV, she once again refused to focus on hypotheticals. 3 days ago 11:06 Hannah McGreevy Dame Carolyn McCall asked if Philip gave runner preferential treatment. Dame Carolyn McCall was quizzed about the runner's story and whether it suggested preferential treatment, which included interviews with Philip Schofield, Holly Willoughby, Ruth Langsford, and Damon Holmes. "People are very encouraging of runners," she said, before agreeing that the opportunity would be open for other runners to be the same. "As long as it was not getting in the way of the show and we could help people, we would do that." Asked about Philip's connection to the man, she also admitted he had introduced him to ITV. The runner did his work experience at ITV aged 19 for a couple of weeks and returned to do more work. He was an impressive individual, much liked and did a good job, William Mullins added. Dame Carolyn McCall has also said they usually have a formal work experience process at ITV, but there is also a process of recommendation from current employees at ITV. 3 days ago 11:03 Hannah McGreevy Dame Carolyn McCall addresses Philip's brother's trial. Dame Carolyn McCall said the pressure on Phil was enormous during brother's case ahead of his this morning departure. 3 days ago 11:00 Hannah McGreevy Kevin Ligo said everyone thought very well of the anonymous runner. Kevin Ligo has said others asked to work with the runner, including Eamon Holmes and Ruth Langsford. He added that he was very well liked by people at ITV. 3 days ago 10:54 Hannah McGreevy Dame Carolyn McCall said ITV would have acted swiftly if either party admitted to affair. Dame Carolyn McCall has said ITV would still view Philip's relationship as inappropriate, even if both parties had admitted to it and confirmed it was consensual. When pressed, she said they would have acted swiftly and would have likely removed Philip from This Morning following the admission. 3 days ago 10:44 Hannah McGreevy Carolyn McCall has responded to Eamon Holmes' ITV claims. Eamon Holmes' tweet that other senior-level people at ITV knew the sort of man Philip Schofield is and did nothing to intervene was met with irritation from Dame Carolyn McCall. She said don't look at Twitter before denying Eamon's claims, saying that speaking more on them would only fan the flames. 3 days ago 10:38 Hannah McGreevy Dame Carolyn McCall does not recognize toxic culture at ITV. Most people are engaged and motivated at This Morning, Dame Carolyn McCall has said. She also said the company has had 2 complaints in 5 years, including one from Dr. Ranj Singh, who spoke about toxicity at the network. She also said that the company had both a formal complaints procedure with HR as well as multiple other routes for whistleblowing. We foster a culture where if anyone has a problem or is concerned about anyone else they have multiple ways to come forward. 3 days ago 10:36 Hannah McGreevy Kyla Mullins says there is zero tolerance for abuse of position. Kyla Mullins has said there is zero tolerance for bullying or abuse of power at ITV. 3 days ago 10:32 Hannah McGreevy Dame Carolyn McCall has claimed the vast majority of people at ITV feel looked after. Dame Carolyn McCall has said ITV is part of British culture and society and life. Asked by a committee member why this affair is in the public interest, she said you will want to know what we've done and why we've done it. We want you to know how much we care about the people who work at ITV, she added. The vast majority of people at ITV feel looked after and we have many different ways for them to give feedback. We do listen and we have so many different ways of listening. 3 days ago 10:29 Hannah McGreevy Kevin Ligo said Philip looked in my eyes and promised rumors were untrue. Days before statement Kevin Ligo has said Philip looked me in the eye and promised rumors of his affair were untrue just days before he admitted to lying to ITV and his agents. 3 days ago 10:27 Hannah McGreevy Dame Carolyn McCall concerned for Philip's welfare after he was hounded. Dame Carolyn McCall has said she is concerned for Philip's welfare and extremely concerned for his lover over the awful intrusion into his life. She also believes he has been hounded over the affair, which has deeply affected his welfare. 3 days ago 10:23 Hannah McGreevy Philip Schofield is receiving counseling funded by ITV. Dame Carolyn McCall has said ITV are still in touch with Philip Schofield and they are paying for his counseling, which he asked for. She also said they have given Philip's lover support as recently as last week. Kyla Mullins also said that they have continuously given him care and confirmed there is nothing in place that would stop him speaking out, including any gagging orders. 3 days ago 10:18 Hannah McGreevy. Dame Carolyn McCall says anyone could have said anything about the affair but didn't. We wanted to make it easier for him, Dame Carolyn McCall said of Philip Schofield's young lover, who was apparently shocked by the intrusion into his personal life. She also said that ITV interviewed both individuals and other people about the affair each time there was speculation in an ongoing review. Anyone could have at any time said something about this, she said in response to claims that people at ITV knew about the affair. We had no evidence, she said, before adding that not investigating the matter would not have been in our interest. 3 days ago 10:15 Hannah McGreevy. Kevin Lago says he asked if Philip Schofield needed to tell him anything before coming out. Kevin Lago has claimed he spoke to Philip alone before he came out as gay live on This Morning and asked if there was anything he wanted to share. He absolutely, categorically said no, Kevin confirmed. 3 days ago 10:12 Hannah McGreevy. Kyla Mullins says Philip's lover traumatized by intrusion into private life. Kyla Mullins has stepped forward to give evidence, where she has said Philip's lover was traumatized by intrusion into private life. She has also claimed ITV has records of conversations with the man, where he was asked 12 times about the affair and denied it categorically each time. 3 days ago 10:05 Hannah McGreevy. Dame Carolyn McCall spoke about rumors of an affair and the inappropriate imbalance of power. Dame Carolyn McCall has said whatever emerges from the inquiry, we will learn from it. She also addressed claims from multiple ex-ITV workers that many people knew about Philip's affair. Dame Carolyn McCall claimed, had there been a formal complaint, they would have conducted an investigation at the time. She also stated that an imbalance of power makes the relationship inappropriate. She also said she became aware of the rumors in 2019. 3 days ago 09:59 Hannah McGreevy. Dame Carolyn McCall gives opening statement. Minister of State for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport Dame Carolyn McCall says today's session is not a witch hunt to investigate Philip Schofield. In her opening statement, she also says they've been inundated by messages from people talking about their experiences from ITV. 3 days ago 09:40 Hannah McGreevy. Minister of State for Digital and Culture's response. ITV Chief Executive Dame Carolyn McCall wrote a letter to Parliament last Wednesday revealing the broadcaster had commissioned an external review following the fallout from the This Morning scandal. Minister of State for Digital, Culture, Media, and Sport Dame Carolyn McCall, who was one of the addressees of Wednesday's letter, supplied a written response last Thursday. The response read, "The committee regards the media industry's duty of care towards its staff a matter of the highest importance. Whilst the recent coverage focuses on the Schofield case, it also raises fundamental issues about safeguarding and complaint handling both at ITV and more widely across the media. These issues should, particularly in the case of public service broadcasters, be open to scrutiny. The public must have confidence in the robustness of public service broadcasters' safeguarding procedures. Whilst these are issues that we want to discuss first with ITV, we will also consider them in our regular scrutiny sessions with other public service broadcasters, including the BBC later this month and Channel 4 later in the year." 3 days ago 09:34 Hannah McGreevy. TV's statement in response to Philip Schofield's statement, an ITV spokesperson said, "We are deeply disappointed by the admissions of deceit made tonight by Philip Schofield. The relationships we have with those we work with are based on trust. Philip made assurances to us which he now acknowledges were untrue, and we feel badly let down. We accept his resignation from ITV and therefore can confirm that he will not be appearing on ITV as had previously been stated. Meanwhile, the star's agent YMU Group revealed they had also dropped the presenter. Mary Beck Haight, the group CEO of YMU Group, said, "Honesty and integrity are core values for YMU's whole business, defining everything we do. Talent management is a relationship based entirely on trust. This week, we have learned important new information about our client Philip Schofield. These facts contradicted what Philip had previously told YMU, as well as the external advisors we had brought in to support him. As a result, on Thursday we agreed to part company with Philip, with immediate effect." 3 days ago 09:28 Hannah McGreevy. Philip Schofield's statement in full. On Friday, May 26, Philip Schofield released a lengthy statement acknowledging his affair with a This Morning employee. Here it is in full. "I am making this statement via the Daily Mail, to whom I have already apologized personally for misleading, through my lawyer who I also misled, about a story which they wanted to write about me a few days ago. The first thing I want to say is, I am deeply sorry for having lied to them, and to many others about a relationship that I had with someone working on This Morning. I did have a consensual on-off relationship with a younger male colleague at This Morning. Contrary to speculation, whilst I met the man when he was a teenager and was asked to help him to get into television, it was only after he started to work on the show that it became more than just a friendship. That relationship was unwise, but not illegal. It is now over. When I chose to come out, I did so entirely for my own well-being. Nobody forced me out. Neither I nor anyone else, to my knowledge, has ever issued an injunction, super or otherwise, about my relationship with this colleague. He was never moved on or sacked by or because of me. In an effort to protect my ex-colleague, I haven't been truthful about the relationship. But my recent, unrelated, departure from This Morning fueled speculation and raised questions which have been impacting him, so for his sake it is important for me to be honest now. I am painfully conscious that I have lied to my employers at ITV, to my colleagues and friends, to my agents, to the media, and therefore the public, and most importantly of all to my family. I am so very, very sorry, as I am for having been unfaithful to my wife. I have therefore decided to step down from the British Soap Awards, my last public commitment, and am resigning from ITV with immediate effect, expressing my immense gratitude to them for all the amazing opportunities that they have given me. I will reflect on my very bad judgment in both participating in the relationship and then lying about it. To protect his privacy, I am not naming this individual, and my deepest wish is that both he and his family can now move on with their lives free from further intrusion, and that this statement will enable them to do so. I ask the media now to respect their privacy. They have done nothing wrong, and I ask that their privacy should be respected." 3 days ago 09:21 Hannah McGreevy. Good morning from London. I'm Hannah. I'll be bringing you all the latest developments on Dame Carolyn McCall's parliamentary committee meeting. Please feel free to get in touch with me if you have a story or tips to share. Your thoughts are always welcome.